This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. I wanted to revisit the Friedman IRX because this is something that I was quite surprised with. It's one of the last pieces of gear that I actually bought for the end of last year, and I was highly impressed by it, and I thought that this might actually be a route into direct tones for those people that are going to need a solution like this. Let's be fair, this kind of thing is more necessary than ever before, especially for gigging musicians where oftentimes you're not expected to really have much stage volume and you're expected to be able to go direct to a desk. And at home as well, I think more than ever people are used to the idea of trying to play with headphones and stuff like that. So I wanted to revisit this. It's been with my buddy Tony up the road, who I think decided that whilst he dug the tones from it, it's not something that he couldn't do with his amped, what's it called? The Thomas Blue thing, Blue Guitar amp 1. What's it called? I don't know, I've got confused. Which is fair enough, because that's also a great little unit. And, yeah. So, I'm going to plug it in, give you some kind of feedback, reactions.
So for me, the thing with this is that it kind of, it just seems like quite a tidy little package. There's 2 channels, so channel 1 is your clean. 3-position bright switch. You can also get a boost on here with the boost. And a certain amount of clipping there as well, which is kind of nice. We can up the gain on this channel too. So a really useful first channel, really is being able to do cleans, kind of edge of breakup, and pretty goosed marshally tones. And then channel 2, I guess, is why you're spending your money on this. We got a tight switch here, which we can turn on or off. Which I'm going to guess is like shelving the low end. Still, we got this boost, which is kind of individually different for each channel, and we got trim pots on the side here. So I think I've got on the desktop editor, I'd stuck the thump on so you got a bit more kind of low end movement. The amount of gain available on this channel. You know, totally plenty, and you don't really need drive pedals with this either, right? Because you've got kind of like 4 different levels of gain. Or kind of where you started. So, like, totally totally usable, and the kind of full range of Marshall vibes available. Not like, you know, the full, but a big amount. You can also switch your cabs and IRs. But I think, yeah, to me, a really useful thing. I think the Strymon Iridium, for me, felt like you needed pedals with it to get, you know, the full kind of thing happening. And likewise with like the Walrus Audio. The Boss IR2 actually gets a little bit closer here in terms of both having the effects loop and having some built-in effects, but also, you know, having some kind of higher gain options. But this here, I think, has a really, really good set of clean tones, good set of kind of edge of breakup-y tones, and then full kind of gain monster stuff. It's really good for that too. It's not something necessarily you couldn't get out of an HX Stomp, but I think what you see is what you get kind of deal that you've got here is, you know, certainly probably a quicker workflow. I did, for that intro, I was incorporating it in the loop of an HX Effects. I did a video setting that up if you want to find that in the past. The MIDI is not super complicated to set up, but I just had snapshots essentially changing the channels on the Friedman IRX. So I think, yeah, looking back, plugging into it now, there's zero disappointment. I still think it's a fantastic piece of kit. At the moment in the UK, the HX Stomp is $699. This is $499. Another obvious parallel that came out at a similar time as the Universal Audio Lion 68. I actually kept this over the Lion 68. I felt like this could do most of what the Lion 68 could do, but maybe a little bit more. And I just really like the format of having 2 channels and a boost. It just feels like this is actually a really giggable solution. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you tried one, did you get on with it, did you not? It's got 2 tubes in it as well, preamp tubes, and it is essentially like a Synergy preamp section, and then some modelled kind of output stuff. But I think they've done a really good job of it, personally. I'll catch you in another video soon. Cheers.